down to the Ubees and locked himself in a bathroom there. Those shots into Fox 13 went through the security doors. Nobody at the station got hurt, but they were evacuated from the station, as were all of the businesses along Highland, as well as the residential areas. Police telling people to stay put if they were living in that area. They blocked off with very heavy presence Highland from central to southern as they tried to get this man inside of Ubee's to surrender peacefully. And we are told that they have made an arrest. Our Brittany Moncrief again is live at that scene. Brittany, can you update us with the latest? Do we have Brittany? Okay, we will be checking in with Brittany in just a minute. She was getting briefed by Memphis Police. You had been joining us. This again started at 1:30, so we're going on now hour 2 of this. Memphis Police putting out this tweet earlier that they are on the scene of a potential arms party at Ubee's at 521 South Highland. They did ask everyone to stay out of that area until the situation has been resolved. We are hearing that that situation might be resolved. I am looking on Twitter to see if they put out any recent statement about what is happening or if that is the last one. They did just tweet 7 minutes ago that the suspect is in custody. So they do have that person in custody. They are talking to media now, just giving us an update on everything that happened. Our Brittany Moncrief is getting that update and will have it for us in just a little bit. But we talked to community leaders, a lot of them, who say that the man who locked himself in that Ubee's bathroom was down on his luck. They say he was facing homelessness, just going through a really tough time, them calling this a mental health situation, needing resources for this young man. The community leaders calling for this to come to a peaceful end. From what police are saying, it did. That suspect is in custody. This again going on 2 hours now. We are waiting for Memphis Police to come and talk to us with an update. But again, all starting around 11:30 this morning with shots fired into Fox 13 news station. Our colleagues there are saying everyone's okay, but of course shaken up. That person shot through the security doors wasn't able to get any further than went a few doors down on that very popular, busy Highland Strip to Ubee's. Police blocked off Highland between Central and Southern while he was inside of Ubee's. We talked to employees at Ubee's who were in there. They said that they got the active shooter alert. They were trying to lock down and evacuate their restaurant. That's when they checked the bathroom door and realized that it was locked and realized that the person was inside of their restaurant. We are now seeing that Memphis Police has gotten to Brittany, so we're going to jump out and see what they are saying. Okay, we don't have their sound just yet. We will have Brittany recap that in just a bit. But again, you're taking a look at a map of where this all happened on Highland Strip between Central and Southern. That's where police had that heavy police presence blocked off. They were expanding it as they tried to get this standoff to come to a peaceful end. We do know, tweeting just a few minutes ago, Memphis Police, that the suspect is in custody after 2 hours, starting with that shooting into Fox 13. This again, though, has followed a pattern. Okay, we are going to take that police conference now. I'm just being told that we do have that sound, so let's hear what police are saying about all of this.
Able to quickly set up and contain the area and to bring this to successful resolution without injury to officers or to our individual. Obviously, we want what's best to help the young man that is in our custody, and we'll be working with them to get him the treatment that he needs.
Was he taken away in the ambulance that we just saw leaving?
Yes, he's being transported in there.
Were there any mental health responders that came here on the scene, that responded here?
We had crisis negotiators that were able to talk with him. We also had a counselor on standby should we need it.
What can you say about there was some sort of confrontation, altercation, pick your word, in the vestibule of the station? How can you characterize that for us?
He wanted to meet with media. He had a message to send out. Obviously, he was armed at the time, so it caused a little bit of concern on the part of Fox News. I don't know whether it was an intentional firing. This was not an active shooter situation, or if it was an accidental shooting. but a round was fired into the building. There was nobody struck inside the building. The round impacted glass, then impacted the desk.
Do you hear what message you wanted to hear?
I do not. I do not.
Do you know what kind of gun it was?
It was an AR-style rifle.
Thanks, guys. We'll give updates later on today once charges are filed.
Yeah, everybody was evacuated. All the businesses were evacuated. The offices, we pulled them back from the south-facing window just for their own safety out of an abundance of caution.
What about the other businesses that are in this area in that apartment complex? Were those evacuated?
Just the immediate area. The apartment complex is across from the active scene and the businesses where the active scene was contained.
Again, thanks, everybody.
Could you spell your first name for us?
Stephen, S-T-E-P-H-E-N. Last name is Chandler, C-H-A-N-D-L-E-R.
And how instrumental were community leaders who arrived here and knew who he was?
They were very helpful in getting us the information that we need and understanding his condition. We're going to talk to him and bring this to successful resolution. Thank you.
Was it Sergeant?
No,
Deputy Chief.
Deputy Chief.
Deputy Chief. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Deputy Chief.
All right, you are taking a live look at that scene there on Highland. Just hearing from police that they do have the suspect in custody. They said they will update us a little bit later on what charges this person may face. But again, this all started with a shooting at Fox 13. They said that the man said he had a message he wanted to send. Nobody got hurt. Our colleagues there at Fox 13 understandably shaken up, though frightening moments. It just damaged some glass there, but it did not hurt anybody at that station. But then the suspect went a few doors down to Ubee's, locked himself in a bathroom. We've heard from several community leaders that this man is just someone who was facing some hard times, going through some mental health struggles, and they wanted this to come to a peaceful end. It did. Police say he is in custody, was taken away in an ambulance. The mom was asking for him to come out, for someone to help him. Community leaders saying this sheds a light on the need for mental health resources in our community. Again, we do have that timeline. That shooter is in custody. Nobody got hurt, but this did go on for about 2 hours there on the Highland Strip. Police had it blocked off between on Highland between Central and Southern for hours as they tried to get this to come to a peaceful end. We are going to go out to Brittany, though, who has been out here for most of the morning, afternoon about what has all unfolded. Brittany, some of that trailed off, but what were police saying towards the end of that?
Moving them. Okay. Okay, Aaron. So Aaron, we're gonna have to move in a little bit because the fire truck is gonna make its way down here. We just got an alert from police telling us that we would have to move momentarily, but we are told that this did end peacefully, that officers were able to get the man inside out. His mother is actually here on the scene. She was just over here a little while ago. I believe police are now walking her to the side. She came on here. She said she heard about what happened because her daughter called her, and then she saw everything on the news. So she came down here, and she said that she hadn't talked to her son in a long time, but he was going through a lot. He was shot maybe about, she said about 2 months ago. We're moving out the way because a fire department is coming through right now, but his mom told us that he was shot multiple times 2 months ago by his father's friends. And so she said that one thing that she wanted to reiterate is for our city leaders and community leaders to really step up more and do more when it comes to mental health and mental health needs in our community. And she also called in a message to fathers. And she wants to see fathers more present in their life. She says she's a single mother herself, and she wasn't able to always be there for every little thing for her son. And she mentioned that, you know, some of the health issues that he was battling and suffering with. And so she's glad that, you know, things ended peacefully. But she says at this point, her next step is to get her son the help that he needs. Again, he was taken into police custody. He just actually left not too long ago in an EMS truck. But we're told everyone is safe. It was peaceful. Right now, there are some units that are still down there at that scene. But for right now, I believe there'll be, not sure if they're clearing it out just yet, but they are letting a few units go through, and that's it. We're still blocked off here at Highland and Midland, and we're going to remain here for any updates that we may receive.
Yeah, Brittany, thank you for that. Again, hearing the calls for help needed for this young man. You heard police, if you were joining us earlier, say that the crisis intervention team was on scene helping to get this to a peaceful resolution, and that is exactly what happened. Memphis Police confirming that that suspect is in custody in an ambulance on his way to get help, but charges will be coming a little bit later on this afternoon. Our Jay Shakur is also on scene there, though. Jay, what update can you give us from there?
The ambulance is on scene. We do know from someone who says that she's the suspect's mother, that his name is Jared Nathan, 25 years old. No charges have been filed, but we do know that police aren't classifying this as an active shooter situation just yet. They say that they're not even sure if the shot into Fox 13 that didn't injure anyone, they're not sure if that was intentional or not. They're still working to determine that. They say that he did have a message that he wanted to communicate. That has been made clear. Unclear exactly, though, what exactly was that message? What was he attempting to communicate? Now, they said that the crisis negotiators that were on the scene, as well as Pastor Atkins, who we spoke to earlier, they say that he was instrumental in helping them, the crisis negotiators and the counselors that were on the scene, helping them understand the context of what was going on here. He is in custody, no charges filed just yet. Again, Pastor Atkins and other crisis negotiators were helpful, according to police, in apprehending and talking this suspect down. We're still looking to get those charges, exactly what he would be charged with, and as I mentioned, still trying to determine exactly what was the intent. They said he was carrying an AR-style rifle, so they're still trying to determine the intent that he had with that weapon. Aaron?
And Jay, did they say anything or give any clue about what the message was that he might have wanted to send?
So, will there be any more press conferences, or it's all going to be on Facebook?
Not sure exactly about the message. That was a direct question that we asked, Brittany asked particularly. What was the message that he was trying to communicate to the public? Was he trying to communicate? They said no, he just wanted the attention of the media. He wanted attention to get his message out. What that message is, they say they're still trying to determine that.
All right, thank you, Jay. He was possibly on Facebook Live. I did see a little bit of it, and that person on Facebook Live, again, not confirmed that it's the same person, just saying that I have something I want to say. Community leaders who have come in said that he just fell on hard times, was facing homelessness, down on his luck, struggling with some mental health problems, mom asking for this to come to a peaceful end, pastors asking for this to come to a peaceful end, and it did. Around 1:30 this afternoon, after 2 hours, starting with a shots fired into Fox 13. Our colleagues there saying everyone was okay. Police blocking off Highland for quite a few blocks between Central and Southern for some hours. That person, after shooting end of the front security area of Fox 13, then going down a few doors to Ubee's. They were doing deliveries at the time, so kind of went in the back door there, locking himself in the bathroom there. Standoff with Memphis Police for a few hours before eventually surrendering himself, now being taken away in a ambulance, getting some help. Police saying charges will be coming later on this afternoon. So we, of course, will stay on top of that and bring you the latest on air at 5 and 6 tonight online at abc24.com and, of course, on our ABC 24 app with the latest on that.